Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we have technically 2 request maps. Now, it's not really request day, but both of these maps were on my list of to-dos anyway, and both have been recently requested, so it made some sense just to get them out of the way. This first map is performing really very well at the moment, and when I tell you it is a little bit classy, you're going to like this. You really are going to like this one. Will it surprise you if I told you that? That's right. It's very special. Very, very special. Following that, we'll be doing a quirky map because I like to start the weekend with a quirky map, and it's one of the better quirky maps as well. Won't be for everybody's taste, but it is actually a decent one. So get yourselves ready, get your clicking finger ready, because we've got this. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's first map is Livi by Flimreh. Yes, Livi's thumbnails taken by night. Do check my uploading to the workshop tutorial for decent thumbnails. Okay, we've got a start square which would look like this, except for it's a converted save game by all appearance, so we don't actually have any tiles to unlock. But that's where the game opens up to, so I'm going to call that the start square. Terrain heights, it's a bit like Bonbon Island, do you not think? Do you not think? And look at the strong resources, loving the tapering of the oil as well. Very nice resource painting on this map. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, your fishing map's a little bit ordinary, but it's fine. It's not always about the fishing. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Mass transit, park life, after dark and natural disasters. Mass transit, definitely. The other bits and pieces there, I think you're going to be okay getting away with not having those DLCs and the map not breaking, but they're ideal. This is what the map was built to include. You should definitely have those to get the full benefit of this lovely island map. Some thanks down at the bottom here, including like to thank Mr. BonBonB, a very big silent fan, and created this map unconsciously for me. Right, okay, now I know English is your second language, but the word you're looking for there is subconsciously. That's doing something without really realizing. Unconsciously means you did it while you were asleep or in a coma. Anyway, here's the one-click collection. It's a little bit lengthy. We've got excuse me, we've got a cough. We've got a theme mixer too, which includes Al's Albedo theme, Nemesis, the San Minato theme, and we'll be using the Relight Average LUT today. In amongst here, we've got a bunch of trees. We've got the Arcadia Lighthouse, a few different essential mods, 1 or 2 mods that are not quite essential, but again, you're probably going to want to enable all of those mods before you start your game. The assets, as long as you're using loading screen mods, you can have those load in without any problems at all. Anyway, this map is everything Bonbon Island should have been, and more, and less, in one way. Just in one way. But I am very jealous. It's very tropical. We are looking at a tropical island map. I went very temperate with Bonbon Island, even though it was based on a tropical island. No catenary chaos, the rail ends here. In fact, this is your entry point for the road and rail. It's an island, but we are connected via highways and a little bit of rail, just dead ending there. If you want rail, you've got rail, but it doesn't go around the island. What does go around the island? Got a couple of switchbacks here linking the coast road, which is a national road, and then a highway. Both of these loop around the island, sort of parallel with each other. Not really parallel with each other, but you know what I mean. And the standards are very high. I think we'll follow the actual highway for starters. This is just 1 lane at the moment, and then we very slickly are merging into the 2 lane, and it just looks lovely. Looks lovely. So yeah, we have all the standards. We've got a name in Flimreh, which I did notice what it reads backwards. Yeah. Her MILF. Really? Anyway, we've also got a road that cuts across the island with all the switchbacks. We'll have a little look at that from the opposite direction. We'll take the edge of the island all the way around the outside, and then we'll come back that way, sort of, roughly that kind of route. No trees under the highways today. Those that look like they are, it's just shadows of trees. It's not actually trees themselves. It's the shadows are encroaching. How dare they? How dare they? Anyway, yeah, it's very nice. It's let's say a tropical style island map. The theme mix is completely different from the one that I use in Bonbon Island, and I would say equally as wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's a brand new option for a really quality theme mix. Now, it's not a big city island build. What we have, if I switch the terrain lines on, you can see the buildable areas are quite small. It does say this in the description. It's no surprises to anybody here. It's small towns, small villages, fishing villages, that sort of stuff, along with potential, like, it's a detailer's map. That's what it is. It's a detailer's map. Now, my only hang back on the map, and it's only a minor one because, again, we are very much telling people before they even start playing this map, it's a detailer's map. You're not going to be doing the big city. You're going to be doing detailing, and the people that want to do detailing are going to have a great time on this map. They really are. My minor grumble, yes, it is about the lack of buildable space. I mean, we have got little patches, like another one here. Put the lines back on again. You can see once you get to the uncleared areas, it becomes quite steep quite quickly. Now, I'm not going to try and sell up Bonbon Island over Livi. I'm not, because Livi is heaps above Bonbon Island in the quality and the quantity of the detailing. I mean, I'm really proud of Bonbon Island. Don't get me wrong, I am really proud of Bonbon Island, but this is going up a level. And occasionally you're going to see a little bit of stuttering and a little bit of lag. This is probably the biggest buildable area, or one of the bigger buildable areas here. And then we'll just head for the next little cove for another little buildable space. But yes, the one thing I can say with the Bonbon Island has a little bit more buildable space. I took a real life height map and then I played to the 25 tiles. I think there was room for just a little bit more land reclamation for, I mean, just a little bit more buildable space. Again, for those people that want to go to town, or build a town, just build a city, that's what it's all about, isn't it? This is the start square area, so I'll just stop waffling for a moment. We have water solutions in place here. I'm liking the way it's been done. Very, very cleanly done. We've already got some sewage in there because of there's a lighthouse and stuff that is already pumping out a little bit of sewerage, just a little bit. So we already have that in place. But yeah, we haven't got any power solutions in place, so all these things are not operational now, and so hence it's not pumping out sewage. Anyway, we have this switchback going across the map. We're kind of just over halfway around the island here. I could take you the rest of the way around the island edge, but I think you get the gist. Anyway, this is probably the next main buildable area around here. And then if we head inland, you'll see the quality of the switchbacks are beautiful. Again, you're going to probably see a little bit of stuttering of frame rate lag because we're right in there and there's a lot going on. Lovely little picnic area there. Totally buy into this. Everything about this map I buy into, and anything about this map for me to mark down on, I'm really struggling to do that. There we go, there's your stutter. I apologise for that. At this point I realised I was going to have to pull back just to prevent the stuttering. As I pull back, you'll see it just start smoothing out immediately. Yeah, that's just again playing about with the LOD, using ultimate level of detail or mods like that. You can there are ways of preventing that sort of thing from happening, but I'm not going to do that midway through a review. But yeah, I stopped at that point for that reason. Okay, let's check out other things. Had this before, I can't remember which mod there was, but we got a few stray tunnels that are floating out of location. I don't know what caused it. I can't remember what caused it. I remember the map. I do remember the map. I can't remember what it was called, but I do remember the map. I could look it up. And then, but yeah, we just got a few weirdly straight tunnels. I don't know, but hey, it's a mod issue. I'll live with it. Shipping routes, yeah, perfect. Just goes all the way around the island. Lovely shipping triangles, looks amazing. And when I said earlier about water solutions, we have got water solutions. We've got a pipe going all the way around the coast, and that's the only real place you're going to be doing any major building anyway. And that's all set in place as well. So I think there's a little bit of a nod to the quality of the pre-built area, and that adds to the gameplay as well for a detailer anyway. Maybe less so for somebody who's wanting to build a city from scratch. But look at the shape of this. This is just an amazing looking island. And the tree detailing as well on this is phenomenal. The shapes of this as well. The shapes of the hilltops. I totally buy into everything that's going on here. Look, I mean, look, we've even got, and we're going to get a bit of stuttering here as well. I apologise again for the stuttering when we get it. But just these little detail areas up there, high in the hills. You can see where the water is just trickling down. And we've got some very nice rivers. Very, very nice. I mean, again, not base game vanilla style rivers that you're going to be able to pump and draw into, but they are beautiful rivers for the detailers. And look at the undersea detailing of where the water's flowing out. Trying to get it without the clouds. Dang clouds. Anyway, we've got, we just about make out. There you go. There we are. You can see the underwater, how it's just like the sand painting down there is beautiful. Like that, you can see. It's 100% beautiful the way that that's been done. We've got plenty of other stuff to look at as well. Look at the beaches. Look at the quality of the beaches as well. I mean, I know I did a little semi-tutorial on perfect beaches. I'm not saying that Flimreh has watched that and basically learnt from that. But this is basically the sort of stuff that I'm trying to teach on that tutorial to produce beaches like this. I'm loving a little bit of foliage, extra foliage work. You'll only see that along the beaches. And again, I'm a big fan of when you use foliage and have it in a specific biome and then nowhere else. It really sells up that biome. In that case, those dunes are really, really marked out brilliantly. Brilliantly also are the rivers. Now we've got a lot of little fiddly, tweaky, pain in the ass rivers that I'm sure Flimreh spent dozens of hours working on and getting to the point that they were pleasing. But there's always one little point on every single map, with the exception of BonBon Island, because I myself worked my way through that. But there's always one little point on all of these maps where I go, yeah, but I don't really like this bit. This one doesn't feel right. Again, working with water at a fine level like this, like fiddly little level like this, it's very hard to actually get the map to behave exactly how you want it to, get the water to behave exactly how you want it to. As you'll see here though, I have yet to stop and point at something and go, look, this, look, we're getting really fine here. Look at how fine we are here. And there's no stop start. There's nothing, absolutely nothing here that I can criticise. I'm getting a little bit stuttering now. I apologise for that again. Again, we'll be putting the camera back in a moment to prevent that. But I just want to show you, the water here goes right almost to the very top. Very, very top of the mountains. And even that top bit, we're feeding up to that lake right at the very top. It's absolutely amazing, the quality of the rivers. And as somebody who did a realistic river tutorial, I'm telling you, that is what I was talking about. Now, we've got we've got more than just one sort of river. We've got the dry rivers as well. And again, we've got these little lakes dotted on the route of where the river would normally run in the wet season. I'm looking at this going, yep, I'm completely with that one. Now, I might mention that the pillar on the highway goes right through the middle of where this stream would run during the wet season, but it would never be anything more than a very light stream, so I can just about get my head around it. If it was going to be a torrent, then I'd have a bigger problem. This is the Arcadia Lighthouse. Ooh, isn't she almost as lovely as the Central Lighthouse? Isn't she? she's lovely. She really is. And look at the rock detailing, and look at the beaches, and look at the underwater rock detailing here. Just look at this. Little dotted bits and pieces. It's just, there's hardly a point on the map. And when I say hardly, those of you who look out for the promos on the channel would have found one point on the map which was less than striking. I'll tell you what, the angle that I had to get that camera in to look at that less than striking image, that took me a while to find. I'll tell you what, look, just ignore me on that one, okay? I was just being silly. I really was. Another little picnicky area down there. Again, completely buy into that one. Little dirt track over there. And again, this is all so scenic. You've got some beautiful switchbacks going on down there. But we also have, and that's the reason why I brought the camera over this way, another little picnic area here. And again, completely buy into that as a picnic area. The detail, I'm not even zooming into the pic. If you want to see this in great detail, load the map up yourself. I tell you, it's worth it. It really is. You get some great screenshots. Build a city on it, for Pete's sake, okay? We've got a little bit of wind going on here. Loving that. Simple, not the most exciting detailing along the middle of the wind farm there. And then a great view over the, well, just look. Just a great view over everything there. Completely working with that. I don't mind the slightly less whelming detailing with the windmills. You just don't notice it. You just don't notice it. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it at all. There's just nothing wrong with it. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting there. I don't know what I'm expecting anywhere with anything these days. Anyway, I'm still croaking here. You'll notice, ooh, it's a castle. You may have spotted it a couple of times. This is a castle which has been made with me in mind, very much so. All of the things that I look out for in a castle are in place, plus some, and the shape of the castle is totally believable. All the doors are facing inwards. We've got a decent overview, nicely defendable. Nice little bit of detailing in there as well. Bob's your auntie, strong castle, very happy with it. What more can I tell you? Right, I think we're nearly done. Oh, apart from one thing, the airport. Now, you're looking at this going, this isn't the airport, is it, Bonbon? Oh yeah, you're looking at the airport right now. Hang on. Let me show it to you in a little bit more detail. Just down here, down this little side route here, you'll find yourselves faced with a little blue sign that says, welcome to the airport. Seaplanes, probably, I feel. Wouldn't that be amazing? Come on, let's get a seaplane airport going, all of us. Or not. Whatever. However you want to do it, anyway. Well, I've got to tell you, I was blown away when I loaded this up. I was not expecting anything anywhere near this standard. And I'm amazed. For my first map, this is stunning. But what do you think of it? Will it kill BonBon? There's a question. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top of the corner, or click the link in the description, take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But make sure you're voting on the correct map, because there are 2 maps to vote on in the links. Right, what do I think of this for aesthetics? Well, I've spent 5 minutes thinking about this. Can I find a way of not giving this 5 stars? You know me. If there's any reason not to give a 5th star, I will not give the 5th star. I can't find it. It's 5 stars for aesthetics. Now, with detailing, it's a little bit harder because it can be just a couple of little minor things. But as you'll notice, I haven't stopped and pointed at anything at all. There's nothing at all. I've got to give it 5 stars. Possibly the wind farm could be a little bit more exciting, but I can't fault it. There's nothing wrong with it. I can't fault it. Gameplay, I would like a little bit more buildable space for those people that just don't want to sit and do detailing. You know what you're getting in advance, so it's still going to be a medium 4. It's perfect for what it needs to be. It's getting the BonBonB seal of approval, of course. We'll throw that one in there. But yeah, just a little bit more space for building. Check out how I shaped up BonBon Island to see how I did it. Anyway, we'll take a brief intermission. We'll come right back after this. And so back to part 2, and you're going, but BonBon, look at the map. It's wrong. It's clearly meant to be rotated 90 degrees. And I would say yes. But under the rules of What's Map, I always show the map in the direction that it loads. And this one loads this angle. I will tilt it around in a moment because I'm not completely pedantic. But for this opening screen, I always show every single map from the same angle, and that's this way. Let's have a little look at Kitty Cat Island by Dumbhorse. Now look at the thumbnail there. The colours are a little bit different from how I have them. I'll cover that, don't worry. I'm all ready to cover that one. There's your start square. That is actually not completely unusable. We've got 2 different sources of water and a highway running. So that's all cool. Train heights, lots of flat buildable space, and an interesting shape. So there is that. We've got strong resources, mostly oil. So if you want to play a resource game, you can go absolutely wild with this. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it's mostly shellfish with a little bit of anchovy. And that's your lot. Okay, off to the workshop. What do you need? Well, nothing. It's a 100% vanilla map, nothing is linked. I don't know how we got the colour of the cat like that, but it automatically loads up with the tropical vanilla theme, and of course I use the realistic 1.2 LUT every single time unless told otherwise. Let's rotate this cat so that everybody can see the cat the way that it's meant to be seen. And so I'm going to do a slow reveal. Slow reveal there. Oh look, it's a cat. Now, as art map, I'm not a big fan of art maps, but this is one of the better ones, in as much as it's playable and it's actually quite pleasing. So we'll go with those as being positives. Meanwhile, I'm going to take away from the playability because of this road. What's wrong with this road? It's a Network Extensions 2 road. Network Extensions 2 isn't listed as one of the requirements for the map, and if you try loading up a map which has Network Extensions 2 roads in it without having Network Extensions 2, you'll find that map is just a little bit broken, or even a lot of bit broken. The best case scenario is you'll have no roads, and the worst case scenario is the map will literally just completely glitch out on you. So gameplay potential, I'm afraid we've a massive shot in the foot. But if you have Network Extensions 2, I'm going to say this map is pleasably alright. I mean, not phenomenal, but it's pleasingly alright. I will take that on a quirky throwaway Saturday style map. Again, they're still Saturday maps, even though they're Friday part 2 maps. You know what I mean? That's what some people will be watching this on Saturday, taking the intermission, then coming back a bit later. That start square water there. I'll take that. Plenty of buildable space around here as well. And a little bit interesting as well in the way that it's been broken up for the overall package. And have a little look here. We kind of go elevated. It's a bit glitchy here. There's no reason for it to be glitchy there. That's very easy fixed and just a sign of somebody who was getting a bit bored maybe and drawing this out a bit faster than maybe they should have done for the quality which we would expect. Now have a little look at Whisker Forest. Okay, we have some shards of forest there, which are the whiskers. Do you know what? They're okay. And I like the way that the eyes have been done as well. This has been done quite neatly. Again, it could do with a little fine polishing on it, but nobody really cares about that on the map like this, do they? The only undulation on the map is Snout Hill. There's snout wrong with this hill. Snout wrong with this. Okay. It's got an anchor in the middle. I don't know what the anchor is there for. Oh man. But anyway, it's a putty tat. I'm sure the much loved Mr. Miyagi would love to have a little go on this one. Oh look, little collar as well. Yeah, he'll probably be playing it on Catterday. Anybody who follows Mr. Miyagi on his personals will know that he's a big fan of Catterday, letting your hair down then. Right, as we head back down this way, we'll get to the paws and the claws. Yeah, let's pause down here for a moment. I mean, it's a cat. in the shape of an island, or an island in the shape of a cat. Now, there's your start square. Plenty. We've got the water in 2 different locations there, so that's kind of neat. This is okay. It's a little bit light. There's not much in the way of water flow, but you're going to get fresh water supplied there, so that's okay. That's all right. Over, we've got a little. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. The tiny little pond there as well, which is a bit of a meh, but it'll do. Then this one. Now, when I started the map up, this was half full. There's actually no water spawn points in here at all, which means a very strong chance of that will finally empty out and we'll have it completely dry. A little dry canyon. It's not necessarily a big problem. Look, I've splashed some water down there on the other side of the road. I'm sorry about that. I don't think it really matters in the case of this review. We'll just ignore the flooding that I've just caused there. That was an oopsie. My oopsie. I got the tail. We got the tail with the bands of colour on it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it as a simple bit of art. I'm okay with it. We got shipping, and we managed to avoid all of the low the bridges that we have. We have a couple of low bridges that run across the length of the map, and we don't go anywhere near them. So there's credit for that. For those of you that think, oh, shipping clipping as well. No, not even there for the BonBonBingo players. Sorry. Anyway, he's kind of cute. It's playable if you've got network extensions too, and I think there's going to be a market of people that are looking for something like this to do a novel build. Somebody's going to have a really cool idea, probably be Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, why have you not made a kitty cat island for us? I'm very disappointed in you. Anyway, yeah, we'll zoom in, we'll have a little look at the medallion, and we'll say, what do you think of today's second map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the day with the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click on the I button now and take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with their Facebook, Gmail, Apple, all the usual. You know how it works. But make sure that you're voting on the right map and not the wrong map, because there are, of course, 2 maps. What do I think of this one? Well, it's very clearly a cat. It's very cleanly drawn. We're not talking next level art, but we're talking crisp, clean, clear cut, tidy. That's about all the things I can say about it. It does its job. I'm gonna go for a medium high 3. There you go. As art maps go, it's one of the better ones. Detailing, not too much to say about it. Little grumble here or there, and nothing really to take it to the next level. I'm going to go right down the middle. 3 stars. Down the middle. Pass mark. Nothing wrong. As for gameplay, I was going to go slightly above middle 3. I was. Just slightly. But network extensions 2 means that this map is technically broken, and under the rules of What's Map, I have to award it the dreaded 1 star for gameplay. But now you have the information, you technically won't have a broken map. So it's just the scoring. That's all it is. Have fun with Kitty Cat Island by Dumbhorse if you fancy playing on it. And let me know if you do, because I always like to know when people are having a go at these things. And if you do, leave a note to Dumbhorse and say how dumb it was they didn't do a horse island. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and for hitting the like button, because I'm sure you have. And if you haven't, why haven't you? Still. Anyway, if you're still here, you are part of that 20 and now elites. Use the words of the day in the comments. Score yourself some population points just for fun. Show how clever you are. And we'll be back on Monday with another What's Map. The chart show tomorrow, Sunday. And I'll see you very, very soon.